In this video, we're gonna talk about the 3 things you have to implement right now in your systems in order to hit the budget every time. The reason why I'm filming this right now is because, oh my gosh, I'm about to tell you a story that I am currently in that is really sticky and gross, and it's only happening because I didn't follow these 3 things. Number 1, you have to establish the budget clear in the beginning. You know how many times I have had it where a client loosely talks about a budget, I think we want to spend about this or maybe somewhere in this range. And then later I'm like walking out and they're like, I think we could probably spend about this. That literally happens to me very, very often. It's up to you as the leader, it's up to me as the leader to turn around and say, wait a minute, what is our real budget? Like, let's write it down and actually put it in black and white. I promise you, actually put it in black and white and then email it, send it, log it, do what you need to do so that everybody's on the same page with that number. Right now, I am in a little bit of a not hot situation with a client because in the original meeting, she was like, yeah, we want to spend about 500. And I was like, okay, cool. And I forgot my own cardinal rule to put it in black and white. So in our first design meeting, I'm showing her all these things and I'm like, all right, we're meeting that 500 number. And she's like, what? It's not 500, it's 250. Okay, if you know anything about buying anything, reducing a budget by half dramatically changes everything. And so right now the project is in this molasses zone of not yumminess because of this issue. And it's my fault. I didn't clearly say, this is our number, right, to everybody involved. And I also know that it was a little bit of an issue that she wanted one number and he wanted a different number. And those two differences in numbers came together in a way wherein I now look like the bad guy. Always, always, always start a project with all the parties agreeing on what that number is in black and white. That will set the stage for the rest of the project going smoothly as it relates to numbers. The second crucial thing to do is to be able to, and do, talk about prices of all the things you're looking at throughout the entirety of the design process. Now, I know that in the mood board phase that there can be not a discussion of prices, and that's okay. As soon as you are able to, in the design development meeting maybe, as soon as you're able to, start discussing prices of everything that you're looking at. When you do that, it keeps the client on board with how much things are costing, how it's going, discuss overall numbers as you're discussing the detail numbers, and in doing so, there won't be any surprises. Avoiding surprises with your client as it relates to budget there's no word that can describe this as profoundly as I want it to sound. So I'll just say it like this, very important. And the third incredibly important thing is, and I know this is gonna be controversial, so I'm about to say it and I'm noticing that as I'm saying it, I'm like, ooh, they might disagree with me, and that's okay. The third thing that's really important is to not buy anything until you have the overall picture already in place, meaning you know everything you need to buy, the whole big picture of the cost before you even buy the pillow. Don't buy anything until you know what everything will cost. Why? Tell me. Yeah, exactly. Because if you start buying things, it's hard to be able to manage the overall budget because it's like, oh, oops, I wish we didn't spend $5,000 there because now I need to spend $10,000 over there, but I already bought the $5,000 thing. And now you're like, you have no recourse. So you want to be able to navigate the budget as you navigate the design all as a whole. That will ensure that you hit that target number every single time. You're welcome. Look, I'm an interior designer too, and I have gone through some sticky situations in the 15 years I've been in business. So whatever you're going through, you are so not alone. And not only are you not alone, but I want to journey with you. Let's talk about these things together. Come on over to biographicaldesign.com where you can learn more about how we can stay connected. And if you want to be consistently updated with tips and tricks and amazing things to learn about being in business and interior design, come on over to our Facebook group. You can see the link here.